Okay, let's go. Arete. Hello there. Ooh, we finally got it. The Arete 2 dehumidifier and air purifier by Meaco, the successor to the Arete 1, the exceedingly popular Arete 1. We're going to have a look at it today, see what's new, but there's a future video where we're going to be comparing both the 1 and the 2 side by side, so you'll be able to get a really good look about what has changed, what may necessarily not have changed, but what the differences are between the two units. So we are going to unbox this, we're going to have a look, going to have a little play around, see what it does. Before we get on to anything, you can grab yours right now from airconcenter.co.uk. The link is in the description below, if we haven't already sold out. Now, the Arete 2 comes in 4 sizes. Like the 1, pretty sure it came in 4. It comes in the 10, the 12, the 20, and the 25. Now this one is the 20 litre. And for anyone that's familiar with the Aretes, it'll be about the same size as the 20 or the 25 litres from the original. So I'm going to get this out of the box and onto the table. This could be difficult because these are quite weighty. I commend Meaco for this because this packaging is cardboard. It is not polystyrene. So, well done. You've already got a Chase star approval. You've got 1 so far. There's 517 to get. Let's get this out. Whoa! Oh my God! Amazing! Here it is, the Arete 2. Now, free HEPA filter once again. This is medical grade, which I'll show you how that goes in a little bit later. Peeling. That's going to be really weird if I'm off camera and all you can hear is peeling. Now, looking at the front, very similar to the Arete 1. Looking at the back, very similar to the Arete 1. The dust filter does slide off in a very similar way. In fact, arguably the same way. You do have your little area here, which you can twiddle your wire around as well. And of course, the bucket for the water. This is a 4.8 litre bucket, complete with handle once again. We like the little handles. You can empty it from both sides if you want to. There's 2 different areas you can empty it from there. And you've also got your little sort of right angle that we had in the Arete 1 as well, which is for continuous drainage. Under here, you've got a little area to add your little right angle. And you can actually connect a garden hose to it, because basically everybody has a garden hose and it's ridiculously long. So you can pop that on there and trail it out the window. It does not come with its own hose, which a bunch of them usually do. Meaco have decided to remove that, and they give you the point where you can add your own hose instead. That, of course, just gets stored back in the bucket. Again, though, for those of you that are familiar with the Arete 20 or 25 litre, the Arete 1 version, there was a little extra that you could get here as well. Just here, you've got a little bit that you can pull out. This is for Meaco's own pump. And what that does is the pump will live in the reservoir here and will just automatically pump out the water for you, so you never have to actually take this off. Comes with an extra long hose, which is great, and the unit itself controls the pump. It powers the pump, so you don't have to do anything. You just put it in and you let it do its thing, and it will pump up to 2.8 meters high, I believe, which is way up here somewhere. Now, the nice thing about Aretes is they were built with 2 things: UK climate in mind and space in mind, as in not as in space, as in space. Now, what that means is they have a concave back here. Now, if I turn this at an angle, you'll see just how concave that is. It doesn't stick out, doesn't protrude, it goes inwards. And that is to save space, because that can be right up against something and it's still going to be sucking air in from either side. So it's great in terms of space saving. You can put it up against a wall in your corridor or your landing or whatever, and it will only take up this amount of space. And of course, that leads me on to, once again, the dust filter. Now, this is a washable dust filter. If you do see any dust build up on it, we recommend you wash it off. But this is also where your HEPA filter goes. Now, because this is already packaged, I'm not going to be able to probably push this in, but we'll give it a go. HEPA filter sits in there. This slides along the front. You are now an air purifier as well. Keep an eye on it. If it goes grey, replace it. That is your little key to go replace it, and off you move. Replacements are available on airconcenter.co.uk again. Shameless plug number 2. Get that. Get them ordered if you do need some more. We do have them in stock. At the time of filming, they are in stock. Cannot guarantee they will be, but you can check and you can use your little, notify me when it's in stock. So, the biggest differences between the 1 and the 2, obviously we're going to have a whole separate video that goes over all of that. This now uses a brushless DC motor, and this actually gives you an extra 50% more power. And because of that extra power, you get a 3rd fan speed now, which means drying of the laundry is even faster. Which in turn brings me on to the biggest difference, which is the top. It still has its lovely little, what I like to call secret handle, even though it's not particularly very secret. That still has that. But it now has a manual Louvre on the top here, which you can move just with your hands. A couple of different angles. You've got 1, 2, and then 3, which I guess just kind of blows out here. And you also have the brand new LCD chase screen. I don't know why it's called that, but it's a nice screen. Right, here is the brand new chase screen. Now, Meaco have completely changed the top of this unit from the Arete one. It has a really nice, modern, big display. It's about the size of probably an iPhone Pro Max, I should think. It's pretty big. And it obviously has all of its main features built on into this. Let's get this turned on. Now, the 2 main buttons you've got on the top here, you have the one with the water droplet, which is the main sort of control there. That is what you press to choose which of the different levels of humidity you want. We recommend somewhere between 55 and 45, 50% as a really good kind of level. At the moment, this is selected as 55. It's got a circle around it. And then you have a little indicator here as well of how wet it is in the room. So obviously when you turn this on, you'll know pretty quickly whether it's too wet or too dry. You also have a dedicated button here for their laundry mode. Now, the nice thing about this laundry mode is most dehumidifiers will have a laundry mode and it will change the setting in here somewhere. It usually sets it to something automatic. This one's slightly different. With this Louvre, you can aim the warm air that comes out of the unit at the laundry, thus drying the laundry using air as well as drying it with the dehumidifying process. And obviously the benefit of doing it with a dehumidifier is it's dead cheap to do. And for those of you that need numbers, this runs at about 210 watts as a nice easy round number. So in comparison to something like a tumble dryer, which is anywhere between 1 and 5 kilowatts, this is considerably lower, and obviously when you add it up, considerably cheaper. Along with these as well, you of course have the Wi-Fi symbol, which I'll talk to you about in just a moment, and whether or not the tank on the front is full, it will tell you that too. Now, I did mention that it has Wi-Fi, and this is actually Meaco's smartest dehumidifier yet, and woohoo! That was the wrong way around. You can connect it to their new Meaco app as well, which I'll show you just how we do it right now. So, once you open the Meaco app, you'll have to sign in, so you'll have to create your login there, and you'll get onto the main screen. Hit the plus button, and then press Add Device. Now, this will immediately ask you whether it has access to varying permissions like your Bluetooth and your location. Just make sure you say yes to that. I'll do allow while using app here. And it is currently discovering some devices. In this case, it's found it straight away. I'm just going to press the add here. Mobile phone is not connected to the Wi-Fi, so I'm going to connect to the Wi-Fi. And it is now being added. So you've got a little twiddly process bar on here. Progress bar? Yeah, progress. And it will be added. And there we have it. It has indeed connected. Press the done button, and now you have access of being able to control it. So from the app, it'll tell you whether the water tank is full. It will tell you if it's too wet. It will tell you if you've got air purification on as well. So, get that HEPA filter in there. Tells you what your target humidity is, as well as what current humidity is. And of course, you can turn it off. You can put your child lock on here. You can physically turn it off and on. You can turn your timers on and set those up, and the varying different modes as well. So if you, for example, you've got the smart humidity mode, the smart laundry mode, the night mode, and the air purifying mode. So I definitely recommend get the app downloaded. It unlocks so much more that this unit can do by using the app, and so much more convenience as well. And because it's smart, you can tell it what to do verbally through Amazon Alexa and Google Home as well. And in order to connect those, You just tap the cog wheel and you've got third-party control there. Tap on one of those and follow the instructions to get it set up. And there you go. You can tell it what to do. I can will it with my voice. So, there it have it. Now, these 20 litres are perfect for a 4 to 5 bedroom house. They'll do the job just fine. But of course, you can also grab the 25 litre as well to do the job just fine too, but probably slightly better. As you can tell, we had it running just now. They're super quiet to run. This runs at about 40 decibels, which again is roughly the same noise level as a fridge. And finally, this thing, because Meaco is obviously very confident with how well these work, it has a 5-year warranty on it. There you go. The Arete 2, available right now from airconcentre.co.uk. Check the link in the description. If this was a helpful video for you, you got a good look at it, if it's swaying you one way or the other, give us a like rating. Drop a comment down below whether it has, whether you've got one or whether you're planning on picking up one, and why, if you are planning on picking up one. And don't forget, we do have a comparison video on the way. That will be coming up shortly. Make sure you subscribe and tick that notification bell so you know when it has come out. And we'll see you very soon. Thank you very much. I am obviously going to be stealing this because, you know, it's brilliant and it's got a nice screen and it's got a very convenient carry handle. So I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Oh, mind the bag. Mind the bag, cameraman. This is mine, though. Excuse me. Come out of the way. I'm having this one.